Entering menu narration pop-up. Do you want menu narration? No, turn off.
There's something in the air. From Friday nights to Saturday lights. Chapel Hill to Pasadena. It crackles down our spines. Tradition, tension, roars that remind our rivals they're not in Kansas anymore. It's electric. It shocks our nerves and ignites a place where the ground shakes. But our pride doesn't. Where our coach, scheme, playbook, and character are unlike any other. There's something in the air. It builds us up, breaks them down, and gives the stadium a pulse built on pride.
Welcome back to Dynasty Mode. I'm Reese Davis, and it's time to kick off your EA Sports College Football 26 coaching journey. First, select whether you want to play single-player or multi-user. A multi-user dynasty is where you can invite your friends and also import your own custom-created schools through Team Builder. Next, let's choose your rosters. If you're looking for the latest EA Sports recommended roster featuring more than 1,000 additional players, choose the active roster option. Or you can select the rosters from our original launch with a default roster option. Here is where you can customize your Dynasty experience. Similar to last year, here's where you'll modify your settings from the updated list of available options and customize your conferences, complete with unique rules and protected rivals. It's now time to select your team. With time to figure out where on the coach. Now for the fun part. Here, you'll create a coach of your own or select an existing one. If your plan is to create, congratulations, it's time. Let's quickly walk through recruiting in EA Sports College Football 26. Our recruiting system follows a three-stage approach. Stage 1, add a player to your recruiting board. Once they're there, you can select actions to gain intel on what they value when it comes to committing to a school. These actions also help to get on a recruit's radar and can move you into their top schools. Once you're in a recruit's top 5, Stage 2 commences, allowing you to pitch to a player the things your school does well that they value. If you're having trouble finding interests that match, try to use the sway mechanic to get a recruit to change their mind. Finally, when a recruit is ready, Stage 3 is all about you closing on the recruit. It's at this point you can host the recruit on campus, allowing you to focus on specific school strengths in an effort to get a verbal commitment from the recruit before signing day. Now it's time to choose your coach's archetype. Your starting choices are motivator, recruiter, and tactician. What's most important to you? Maximizing player development, acquiring new talent, or putting your team in the best position to win? Welcome to Fayetteville, Arkansas. What a spectacular night for college football, and man, are they ready to call the Hogs as the Arkansas Razorbacks will run through the A and get things started on this season. We are in full-on stripe-out mode as the fans doing their part to try to distort the vision of the visitors. As we'll see, the Groupers taking on a team from the SEC, the Arkansas Razorbacks. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. And the Groupers will get this season underway as toe meets leather. Great starting point, takes it inside his own 25. And he's able to pick his way through the traffic nicely for a good return on that one before he's brought down. The Razorbacks offense going to get the chance to start this game off. Out of the chute, quick toss to the right. Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. To the air, it's Green. Takes the easy completion. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. They're dealing with a second and long. Looking to fire. And that pass will be jarred loose on second down. That brings up third down. Trying to pick up a first down. On third and long, trying to have a big completion here. Got it in the middle. It's Washington. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down. Making side adjustments here. Needs it to keep this drive alive. The Razorbacks have enough for the first down.
We're seeing analytics become a bigger part of college football each and every year, and there is a good example of an opening drive of the game. You're across the 50, fourth down, and it says run the ball and go for it. Even if you don't get it, your opponent's going to have to drive a ways. There's still a lot of football left to play. Hindsight's always 20/20, but that was an excellent decision by the head coach.
Unloads to the wideout. Makes a connection. Makes a grab at the 6-yard line. It's first and goal.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver. You're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know.
Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Arkansas. They draw first blood, and that is exactly what you want to open the season with a drive like that.
What an exciting way to start this season. This offense had a plan. They knew who they wanted to be, but you had to come out and execute it. And that was a beautiful first drive, creating some momentum, not only for this offense, but for this squad to start the season.
And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. They just finished off a 53-yard scoring drive. They're set to kick it off. Do you think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? Here he comes from inside his own 5. The coverage team maintains his discipline, not much doing on that return. The Groupers offense has the ball for the first time. And David, we'll see whether this running back has the ability to elevate his game and really become a star in this offense.
Yeah, he's still developing. I think when you watch him, you say, oh, he's still learning the vision and how to play the running back spot. And I think you leave with Jesse going, I want a little bit more. I want more consistency, more big plays so this offense can really take off.
I think the coaching staff, I think the fans know for the future of this program, they need to upgrade at the position. They'll try to do that in recruiting or the portal. But for right now today, this guy has to be able to make plays when his opportunities show up.
He'll pitch it. Perfectly timed on that pitch, and they pick up the first down on the play.
You can skin the cat a lot of different ways. You're just trying to get enough yards to pick up that first down. It's not the dive man. It's not the quarterback. He makes the right read, pitches it out, and he's just able to get enough to keep these sticks.
Wide open spaces. These little gains can start to add up as he gets it up to the 34.
This is one of the things that's hard about stopping the option. That wasn't a big gain, but you look up, and they're in second and short, second and medium. They put you behind the sticks consistently as a defense. This defense has to be aggressive, make sure they get to this quarterback, and make him make quick decisions.
That's a backbreaker if you're the offensive coordinator because on first down, you ran the ball, had a really nice gain. Short yardage situation, you just get completely blown up, and now you're having to probably dial up a throw on third down. You need more consistency from the guys up front.
He'll do it himself. Oh, he's got some space. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. This crowd bringing the energy and noise early. The option look. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Plenty of work to do here on second and long. Little touch pass to the receiver. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Finds his man. It's Sheffield. He's got enough to move the chains, and they'll spot it at the 47. The groupers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Off the play fake on 1st down. Strong pass rush gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46. That last play, the kind of thing that can mess up a really good drive. It's 2nd and 17. They'll run play action. And the pressure gets to him again. Another sack.
And all defenses talk about it. Sacks, tackles for a loss, affecting the quarterback the best way you can. The first drive of the game, already getting home. Nice start for this defense.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. From the shotgun, the inside give. What a play by this defense, and they stop him short. It'll be 4th down. And the groupers will call on their punt team. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. A low line drive and not his best work. And Arkansas ready to send out this offense. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. They'll start this drive 60 yards in front of them from their own 40. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. Got enough for the 1st down and wants more. And he's brought down after a nice gain. They've got it 1st and 10 at the 50. To the ground, he's got it again. They went right back to him, and this time the defense was all over him. Nothing to show for that run. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. He'll keep it himself. Brought down at the 39 after a pickup with 10. It'll be a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Pulls and throws out the RPO. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
This is no surprise to defenses anymore. Everybody throws wide receiver screens, and you could tell they were ready for it. They saw the quick game. They pounced on it, got the wide receiver on the ground. That's not the first time they've seen that.
I really like this slot receiver because of his shiftiness, and you see that on his route run. Really, really nice job creating separation for his QB.
Looking to throw, it's Green. Throws to the wideout. He's got it. And he'll run it into the end zone. Touchdown, Razorbacks!
I think you love starting the year off with some momentum, and that's exactly what this offense is doing. They're firing on all cylinders, defense doing their job as well. This team getting out the gates to start the season in great fashion.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And he did get that extra point through the slippery surface, no problem. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. They'll give it to the back. Runs through a tackle. A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up 1. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Out of the gun, the running back has it. Gets it past the first down marker and still running. And he picked up the first down, but he will remember the price he paid after that hit. Quarterback on the keeper. And he's brought down after a solid gain, and we are done in the first quarter. We've reached the break. Arkansas has the lead. They came out and jumped on them early in the first. Let's take a break and look at the first quarter stats. Just about ready to get things started here in the second. We'll see if they continue to flex that muscle. So second down here as we're back at it after the break. The give to the tailback. He's knocked down a couple of yards behind the line of scrimmage.
And the defense was locked in. You can tell they saw it. They reacted right away. Got the running back on the ground immediately.
On third down, going up top. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's fourth down. The groupers will send out the punt unit. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Coverage team gets the job done, and they'll mark him down at the 38-yard line. The Hogs send that offense back onto the field. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done it.
Oh, a lot of space. He stopped at the 48, a pickup of 10 on the play. And you really can't be called the Hogs if you're not willing to grind it out in the dirt.
Yeah, and I love calling the offensive lineman the hog mouth.
Going over the top. Hits him in stride inside the 10. They get him down, but this offense is set up first and goal from the 9.
Well, Reese, you and I were talking about this before the game. How is this defense going to be able to deal with all the speed they have offensively? You saw them just rip off a big play.
And, Jesse, now their head's spinning just a little bit. Give up a big chunk play, and it's right back at them. And that big gainer on the last one has them threatening from inside the 10. Back to pass, it's Green. Right on the money. They go up top to get it down to the 5-yard line as they try to pay off this drive. Now on second and goal. He'll pull it on the read. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Arkansas!
All you can say is how impressive has this team been at home today in all three facets of the game. Their defense has been outstanding. We've seen some plays in special teams, and the offense continues to deliver, showing off all of the playmakers and all of the versatility they have on that side of the football. This could not be better here in the first half for the home team.
And he takes this from inside the 5. And the returner could find no daylight. He goes down. First snap of this drive will come from inside the 15 at their own 14-yard line. They'll go to the ground. He gets nothing, and they keep plowing ahead with the running game, and they've got very little to show for it. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Motion from the wide receiver. Try to get the edge with a quick touch pass. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Grabbed in the middle, it's Chandler. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down. And the groupers come to the line with a new set of downs. He'll do it himself. Nowhere to go. And the defense got it. They dragged him down pretty quickly, but the defense forced a big turnover.
Fumble tackles are great when you force them, and you're always thinking about as a defensive player, man, when the weather conditions start to come down, it starts to rain, and you know that ball's a little bit slick, and you know more runs are coming. Really try to get to that football. Nice job getting the football out, falling on top of it, forcing the turnover.
Dropping back, it's Green. It's complete to the right. Can't quite cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the first down.
And a great job by the QB, finding the running back, get him the football where he can do some damage after the catch, and most importantly, get the first down.
He'll keep it himself. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Razorbacks!
Well, this thing's turning into a rout, and it's turning into a rout quickly. Really nice job by the offense there, but it's not just them. Their defense is getting it done. Their special teams are getting it done, and it just feels like they're really feeding off of this home crowd and their energy. This has been the definition of home field advantage in this football game.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. At the 35, he's got room. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. Good work up front to get that first down on the ground, and now they'll go back to work. Wants to throw on first down. Here's a hit. Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30.
You got to be impressed with this defense early in this game, guys. They've got a big lead because they are getting after the quarterback. They've already generated multiple sacks. They thought coming into this game they could take advantage of this offensive line, and that game plan is working to perfection.
Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. Let's see what they find in the playbook for 3rd and long from the 43. Give to the running back. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one. The groupers line up to punt it away. I wouldn't quite call it a shank, but that's not exactly going to go on the resume reel.
He could go all... Oh, man, really? Coughing it up? Looked like he was going to do some damage, take that thing back to the house, and instead he coughs it up and gives it to the other team.
He's going to lose a yard on that one.
This offense has really struggled, and I think you're just waiting for one play, one explosive play to happen to hopefully galvanize you a bit offensively. That's not the case, and there, they try to run the football in the first play of the drive, and it gets absolutely blown up for a loss.
It's a makeable field goal from the 29-yard line. Let's see how aggressive they are on 3rd and long. Fires deep toward the end zone. And trying to put points on the board on 3rd down. Now they're staring at 4th down. Now it looks as if they'll settle for the field goal try. This is going to be a 46-yard field goal attempt. Between the uprights, it's good. So after putting 3 on the board, the kickoff team is out there ready to boot it away.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
We're at the 2-minute timeout. They've built a big lead, and they'll try to pile on a little more before the break. They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. Tight end now in motion. Grab behind the line. It's Jones. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few.
Kind of like that big, reliable security blanket. And that's what tight ends are a lot of the times. They're just usually big, huge guys that if I throw it anywhere near him, he's going to pluck it, catch it, and give me some positive yards.
And the Razorbacks come to the line on 3rd down, trying to keep this drive alive. Quarterback on the keeper. He's got first down yardage across the 50. They'll mark it at the 49. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking for a man. It's Green. Here comes the heat. Running to Green. A really nice run and gain, and he gets down to avoid taking punishment.
That's the danger as a defense when you play man coverage, is that if the quarterback decides to scramble, there may not be anybody there to make a tackle right away. You obviously want to take care of everything on the back end, and with these receivers, you got to get them locked down. But if you're the D coordinator here, you got to be more selective with your coverage and mix it up, because man coverage against a scrambling quarterback can hurt you.
And it looks as if he'll pick up maybe a couple.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20 yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
I don't know, man. If I'm on defense here and I'm watching the way my D-line's getting manhandled, I might have to put more guys in the box. I might have to sacrifice a safety and try to get more hacks close to the line of scrimmage to slow this running back down, because the RPO game's been a problem.
He's got enough. It'll be a first down. They've got it at the 12. The Razorbacks come to the line with a fresh set of downs. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here. The offense calls a timeout to stop the clock.
I know that wasn't a huge, sexy gain. I know not everybody's jumping up and down, but what it does do is put you in a great position to succeed on second down.
Touchdown, Arkansas! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
And with that score, this thing is getting ugly. This offense has had their way, and not only have they had their way, now they finish the half like you're supposed to, scoring the football, building on their lead. This defense is going to have to go into half and find some answers.
And the extra point is true, and the score is 35 to 3. Here he comes with the return. And the coverage team able to wrestle it down. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. They'll try the run. It's these little moments like that that can help an offense as he gets it up to the 16-yard line. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Guys, you've been calling an intriguing one so far in Fayetteville. And this offense has been the story through 2 quarters, extending this lead and really dominating almost every aspect of this game. We're talking lethal efficiency from the O-line right on down to the skill position guys. Although I'd argue those big uglies up front are skilled players in their own right. With that said, let's send it back to the guys at Razorback Stadium.
Thanks for that breakdown, Kevin. He'll put toe to leather and get this second half started. The returner will field it and try to set up his offense in great field position. And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. They'll try to put something together, backed up a bit, starting at their own 13. Coming out on first down with the play fake. They've avoided the interception all day, but they were lucky to get that one back here late. It'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Gets the back moving. They go to the ground. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
And after your defense just went out there and gave up a touchdown and let them build the lead more, you really need to come out with this drive and answer. And the running game is not it. They were ready for that. Gonna have to create some explosive plays.
Lost one deep down the right side. Can't make the play on the interception, and man, they were looking for their first pick of the game. Instead, it'll be fourth down. And the groupers will try to pin them back with the punt. Looking everywhere for room to run, but really good coverage, and he'll step out of bounds. And Arkansas ready to send offense. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything.
He'll take the deep shot. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
Yeah, and you just wonder if the defense now is taking out some frustration. Obviously, they've been getting lit up all over the place, and that time, they finally gave it back to the offense there. Really nice, big, clean hit. This defense needs a little bit more of that as the game goes on.
And the Razorbacks are way behind the sticks on this 3rd and forever. It's caught downfield. Rolls inside the 30 and out of bounds at the 29, and now they're threatening. This dude is just exceptional in every facet. So fluid, such a great route runner, and a big play there.
And money down, 3rd down, find him. I mean, you want to find that matchup because he's going to win. And gets a good release, gets down the field. You see that's your playmaker, that's your guy. Get it to him, get the 1st down.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
Got the 1st down and more. And he's brought down after a nice gain. The Razorbacks are flying down the field. Scanning the field, it's Green. He makes the grab. That completion will take him inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. 2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. The give to the back. Running through contact. They make the stop at the 5-yard line, but they've got it 1st and goal.
It's great awareness by the running back, understanding where the 1st down marker is and doing whatever it takes to get it.
He'll pull it on the read. Touchdown, Razorbacks! And they take it in for 6 more points.
And add it on again. This offense has done whatever they want, however they want, and this lead has ballooned. When you start a season off, you want to build momentum. You want to defeat an opponent and beat them badly. That's exactly what they've done. This team looks ready to compete for a national championship.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And the coverage team gets the returner on the ground.
Well, that is a very disappointing kickoff return. They've got to do a better job up front blocking these guys running down the field. There was just nowhere for that return man to go.
Grab near the marker. It's Parrish. Finally corralled, but not before. He picked up the 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Caught close to the marker. It's Sheffield. Turning it on. He found plenty of room, and he gets it to the 39-yard line. In search of their 1st touchdown of the game, they are on the move with a 1st and 10. They'll keep it on the ground. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Great job by the defense that time, bowling up. You're on your own goal line, so you've got to be great against the run, and they forced that ball to go to the outside, use their speed to bring the ball carrier down.
Pulls and fires complete to the right. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the 1st down. 3rd and short, coming from the 34. You wonder if this is 4-down territory. Now the play fake. Fires to the right. And he left that one short, tried to baby it in there. He's got to turn it loose. The groupers will line up to punt it away. They've been busy out there to punt for the 5th time today. Boy, did he show it all on that return. The speed, the explosiveness, and took a little momentum with him out of bounds. The Hogs send that offense back onto the field. Really good balance on that last drive. They mixed it up all over the place, Jesse.
Yeah, how nice, too, to have the defense on their heels, because at this point, they don't know what's coming at them. They had problems stopping everything that last drive did.
So I think this defense would come back with a little more aggressiveness. I mean, they let them have what they wanted. Now they got to dictate to this offense a little bit more.
Gives it on the option. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the 1st down.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical. They're trying to stay on the field.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. To the air. It's Green. Makes the grab. Stop is made at the 22. A 10-yard pickup and a first down just outside the red zone. And the Razorbacks come to the line with a new set of downs. Wide receiver going in motion. Wants to go up top on first down. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming.
Well, the offense has had their way all game long up to this point. Finally, the defense is able to make a play. And I'll tell you, after that hit, that receiver is going to be thinking twice about running that route again.
This time on target. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
The Razorbacks come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. On 3rd and short, they'll ride the running back here. He gives them a fresh set of downs, and this one will be 1st and goal from the 6. And the Razorbacks pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. The snap sets up to throw. That's got it. Needed one more turn of the legs to get it in there, and he's denied just inches away from the touchdown.
This is the area of the field defensively. It really doesn't matter what they've done to get here. You got to bow up, try to force the field goal. Nice job on first down and goal, getting them tackled to the ground.
He'll do it himself. Touchdown, Arkansas! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
The defense has got to do a better job of taking the most dangerous man. That's the guy with the football in his hands. Force him to do something with it. You can't just let him keep the ball and go score.
And he made the extra point without problem. So they take advantage of good field position and move it 46 yards. And they finish it off with a short plunge into the end zone. And he'll return it and try to get behind his blockers. Good job by the coverage unit to stop the return man. Let's see if this offense can get out of a hole as they start this drive at their own 8. On the option. The pitch. Breaks the tackle. There was just nowhere to cut back. Great job by the defense, and he'll have to take the loss. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Catch in the middle, it's Sheffield. Makes the grab, but not quite enough for the first down, but a good gain on that play. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Looking to throw. The screen, he can go. Plows through the defense. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks. That's the end of the quarter, and Arkansas has the lead. This has been a complete obliteration so far, as the third quarter stats will show you. And the groupers decide to punt it away. They're up to a half-dozen kicks today. A fair catch is called for and made just across the 50-yard line. And Arkansas ready to send out this offense. On that last drive, defense had no idea what was happening, run or pass, and it wound up in the end zone, Jesse.
Yeah, you saw the experience in this offense that last drive, too, on that touchdown. Everybody on the same page. These guys have repped these plays over and over in practice and in games, and it's working.
Yeah, so I got to find a way to disrupt it. I got to find a way to maybe be more aggressive, maybe blitz, mess up this rhythm they got going.
Great job by this savvy senior to know when he just needs to move the sticks with his feet. All the way down to the 15-yard line. It's first down. Going for 6. Touchdown, Razorbacks! And they take it in for 6 more points.
Well, I think this home environment was just too much for their opponents to handle. There's been unbelievable noise and energy. The crowd showed up today, but how about the playmaking on the field? These guys have got dudes all over the field, and this kind of win week one sends a statement and reverberates all across college football.
On the move from inside is 5. And the returner will be brought down. His drive will open from the 15. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it. The groupers trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. And the running game has gone in the wrong direction. The offense tries to turn it around and go forward on 3rd down. And the sack all the way back at the 5. And the groupers will bring the punt team onto the field.
Not one, but 2 sacks on the day, and possibly more to come. Still time left in this football game, and this is a beatdown. You know all passes are coming. This offensive line better do a better job.
Turns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the O. Great place to start for this offense. He's going to run it. Smashes through the tackle. He's finally stopped, but a big play there with his feet as he moves those sticks.
And he pulls it again. He's been doing it time and time again. This defense has not changed up enough, the picture, the look, to make it harder for this QB to make different decisions or make difficult runs.
They'll finally get him stopped at the 1-yard line. What a run there.
And I think that's what you want to see from this offense down the stretch. Like, can you physically dominate the game? You've got the lead. Now run the football, eat clock.
And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Arkansas.
Points, points, and more points. This offense has had their way. They just keep their foot on the gas, keep putting up points, keep putting up touchdowns. And you know what? This is one of those stats days. You look back and you're like, that guy had 12 touchdowns in the year. Well, 4 or 5 of them might have been in this game.
On the run from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. They'll get this drive going from the 17. He'll keep it himself. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
Man, I love that play by this corner. You know why? When you run the option and that thing gets spread out, your DBs have to commit to tackling. And how about the quarterback coming up, sticking his face in the fan, and making a play? You love to see DBs tackle like that.
The groupers need their binoculars to find that line to gain here on 3rd down. They'll run the option. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a 3rd down stop. They bring the punter onto the field now. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Makes the catch around the 50. And there he goes. Man, oh man, did that coverage team have its hands full. Well, not full because they didn't get a hand on him for quite a while. Great return there. Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. Dropping back, it's Green. Makes the grab. And he was thinking 6, but that D knocks him down at the 2. I think that receiver really had 2 choices there. Catch the ball, or he was going to wear it in his chest.
Yeah, he was going to be maybe taking
And we have breaking news. They score yet another touchdown.
And it hasn't mattered what they've called guys offensively all game long or who's been on the field, what personnel groupings there have been. They're simply executing at a higher level than this defense, and they're keeping their foot on the pedal here in the 4th quarter.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Man, a gigantic collision of top 5 teams, and it is now a final. Ohio State found a way to pick up the W, and a win is a win, but this was not the type of convincing victory they've gotten used to in Columbus. Going to be interesting to see what the fallout from this one is for one ranked team, while the other could have a case for the #1 spot in America, fellas.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. On the option, he'll toss it. Tried to move that pile forward. He maybe gets 2. He's down at the 21. And the groupers come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. He did not make it a stone wall on 3rd down. And here comes the punt team. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. The Hogs send that offense back onto the field. To throw, it's Green. Going deep. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and the clock is definitely on their side. They'll just try to run it out here. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. Oh, he loves to fire downfield. And is knocked away and incomplete. The defensive back staying in phase and batting it away. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Quarterback on the keeper. He gets it down to the 40-yard line, but he's going to be a little bit short of the marker. It'll be 4th down. No sign of the punt team as they will go for it and try to move those chains. He'll pull it down and run. All the way down to the 25-yard line. They move the sticks. It's 1st down.
The running threat of the QB it gives you the +1. It's just such a headache. He can always pull it. He can give it. There's so many options, and this defense so far hasn't had a lot of answers in trying to stop this offense.
Good pickup, a little bit short of the sticks. The Razorbacks in a good spot here with 2nd and short. He's got it on the right. That completion gets them inside the 10, and the defense is running out of room to defend. This offense in scoring position with a fresh set of downs. Quick touch pass to the receiver. And they're going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their total.
And this always is the debate of where you fall. It's your job to stop me or I should get conservative, because this offense obviously has had themselves a day, and apparently their day's not over. They're going to continue to keep scoring, and the defense better do something about it.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. Handoff to the lone back.
Well, I think the offense at this point now, they're just trying to limit the damage. They want to get out of here and move on, turn the page to the next game, because things just have not been going their way, throwing or running the football.
Trying the left side. Hard running there. Very little running room, if any, and he just hasn't had anywhere to go in this one. The groupers need a massive chunk play to move the sticks here on 3rd down. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
You wonder about that play call on 3rd and long, maybe just trying to get themselves a little bit more real estate, but it didn't fool the defense. They create another negative play now deep in the opponent's territory. The defense has just been dominant on this drive.
And Arkansas ready to send out this offense. And now one of the most satisfying moments in football, just watching that clock drain away while you have control of the ball, Jesse.
And this is definitely one of the best play callers, right, for an offensive coordinator. Getting ready to go into victory formation. So many good things happened today. It seemed like everything he was dialing today, David, ended up working.
There he goes. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And they're going to put another one into the end zone as they just keep piling points on the scoreboard.
And They say play to the final whistle. This offense took it to heart. Scoring late, maybe they could have wasted the clock. They made no doubt about it. This one's over.
Kickoff unit has been busy as they have built a big lead, and they're trying to hold on to it. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. After this, it'll be a wrap. Looking to throw, it's Wicks. Here's a throw downfield late. Falls incomplete. They fought to the final whistle, but that's going to do it. We waited so long to start the season, and just the way you want to start, getting that first victory.
And the first games are so much fun. You've been practicing against each other over and over all through camp. Now you get to come out, start the season off 1-0, Jesse. Great start.
It was a great start for the winning team. Now, for the losing team, obviously not the way you want to get into this season. There were some mistakes with execution, and guys are going to have to do a better job individually. But that's why you play the games. You get to now go back to the drawing board, get back on the practice field, try and iron out these wrinkles. It's a long season ahead. A lot to play for.
Thanks so much.